What's up, everybody? I am the creator, and right now I'm being interviewed by.
Mr. Rodriguez.
All right, so Mr. Rodriguez, what you got for me, man?
Well, I want to thank you for coming and sitting down with us. And I would like to go through some your skills, your personality, and would like to see how you would be a good candidate for us. Okay? So let's start with something easy. Tell me a bit about yourself and what motivated you to apply for this position.
Um, well, um, I go by Daryl. I used to go by several names, but I just prefer Daryl now. Um, I always had an interest in sitting down and just chopping up with people, getting to know people about different characteristics of life and just what they did to get to the point they at. Almost like local legends. I really want to get to know more about local legends.
No, that is a very good response. So, when you're not working on that, what do you enjoy doing?
That's a good question because these days, just making content. I like to vlog. I vlog a lot. I don't post as much as I should with vlogging because I probably vlog at least 3 times a week. And I just like to be in nature, man. Just exploring different cities and traveling. Like that's what I like to do these days. It used to be basketball, but it's changed now.
That is very inspiring, Chime, especially with the role that you're entering. There's various things, or if you get the position. Now, now we'll move on to real experiences. So tell me about a time when you faced a major challenge at work. What was the situation? What steps did you take? And what was the outcome?
Hmm. So it's literally a cat right there. So to answer that question, right? On one of my videos is my one of my vlogs, the spending the day at the Chris Brown concert. So what you didn't see, you heard a little bit of it, but what you didn't see is I went to the show the night before. I think he performed on a Friday and a Saturday, or either a Saturday and a Sunday. I went to the show on Saturday night, and I was trying to interview people, and I didn't have the energy for it. Um, I wasn't engaging enough. I just wasn't motivated to do it right. So it was very challenging because I had just got off work, and my work is very demanding of me, and I had to talk to so many people every day and deal with so many of their problems and fix them too. So the next day, I woke up and I said, I won't be defeated by you all again. I know what to do. I went to Walmart. I got me a dry erase board. I got some markers, and I got a sign. And I wrote up there and I said, "Are you a real Chris Brown fan?" Right. So that poster alone, just having that, it made people want to come and ask me and see what's going on. Right. Instead of me just walking around with the camera, just asking people questions with a microphone. So I had to get a little bit innovative, had to get a little bit creative. And once I did that, the video got even better. From the first 2 minutes of the video to the last 7 minutes, you could see the total difference in the engagement, and then even in my energy level and what I was doing.
That is very well stated, and you took accountability for even in that situation, uh, how it could have been a better outcome. So, next, describe a time when you had to work with a difficult teammate, collaborator, stakeholder. How did you handle it, and what was the final results?
Well, I'm still like early on in this career of content creation, but um, it's it's hard collaborating with people, especially when you never sat down and had a conversation with them before, and your first time talking to them is on camera or the day of the shoot, the video that you all are going to put out. So what I try to do to combat this, to avoid this, I try to make sure that the day of the shoot or the day of the podcast, that it's not our first time talking to each other. If we can't physically see each other, I FaceTime them a couple of times, like, hey, how you doing? Just checking in with you, ask them a few questions, kind of get them a feel for what it's going to be like once they get here, so it's not kind of awkward and weird. But that's just one way I started tackling that.
Thank you. Can you give an example of when you had multiple competing events, deadlines? How did you prioritize your work?
I had several deadlines that I set for myself before I was pushing content out. I had to drop like 3 shorts a day and 1 long form video a week. So every Sunday I should be dropping a long form video, but every day I should be dropping 3 shorts. So in order to get the 3 shorts, I need to make the long form video because I want all of my content to be related to each other, especially when it's about a specific topic. I just don't want to have random shorts. I want it to actually be related to the content film like that I'm in, like. And just when it comes to prioritizing that, long form first. For me, I have to do long form first, and that give me even more ideas to do with my shorts. And then I also go and research. I do a lot of research on people that are in the same area that I'm in, that I'm working in. You gotta research the people that are on your team, and you gotta research your competitors, and just research people who just do it for fun. Look at the people who do it for fun, not the people who do it for money.
I heard initiative, a lot of things regarding initiative. You're doing the research. So could you tell me a time when you took initiative and went above the standards that you created or the norm that was around you? What prompted you, and what happened?
Like I said, I like to vlog a lot. So I had a vacation in Miami. We went down to Miami with a couple of my guys, and I met another YouTuber who was standing on the corner. I can't remember thinking his name, but I followed him on IG. He was standing on the corner, just doing random interviews with people, just asking them just about like geography, like, hey, do you know who flag of the country this is? Like, what country is this? What country is this? What country that? Just showing the flags. And when I saw him do that, and I'm just like, the city I live in currently, which is Atlanta, I was like, I should be doing more of this here. But it also inspired me to put more into the video that I was making, that I was currently making when I met him. It's called Weekend in Miami. It was 72 hours in Miami, to be more exact. It inspired me to make sure the first 30 seconds were better, to make sure the different scenes were better, right? I stopped editing the vlog as a whole and started editing the vlog in different sections. So that just gave me a different perspective. Like, just all of me, I'm just like, because he was vlogging it, but each person had their own specific edits and unique sections. So I was like, I need to do the same.
No, thank you for that. In content creation or whatever field, you may have an initiative, and it requires adaptability. And speaking of adaptability, can you describe a time when your values or ethics were challenged, and how did you respond?
So, even though I'm just beginning, I have made some good connections, and my values and ethics. One thing that I said I would never do is a 20v1 YouTube video, like with me being one of the guys that competed for the girl. And I was like, man, I'd never do that. But I also see the perks of doing it. So I was actually offered the opportunity by somebody who was in Atlanta, and I was connected to one of the guys on his team. And he was like, hey, come out, be in this video for me to help you get your name out and everything. I was like, I don't want to be known for being put. I don't want to be known for being put on a 20v1 show. I want to be known for the content, making the content I want to make. Vlogging, podcasting, short films. That's what I want to be known for. Vlogging, podcasting, short films. I don't want to be known for the guy who got it, who won 20v1 or who lost 20v1. I don't even know for either one. So that's when the morals and the values came to the surface. And I was like, nah, even though I'm definitely going to get some good PR off of this, and I'm definitely going to get some more subs and likes and all that, but it's not what I want to be known for. It's not what I want to take.
That's actually a perfect segue into a question that we had for you, because we know content creators try to reveal like a different side of creativity, insights from the audience, and just general self-awareness. So the next question, we want you to think about engagement and meaning beyond metrics. So could you tell me about a piece of content you created that had a bigger impact than you expected? What inspired it, and what did you learn from the response?
When I first started YouTube about 3 years ago, I made a video about my experience in Job Corps. At that time, I had a lot on my mind. I was reminiscing a lot about Job Corps. I just got through talking to some friends about it. And it was I just kept seeing people resurface that I knew from Job Corps, and it just kept bringing back memories after memories after memories. And I also worked there too, so I knew more about it in depth than the average student. I put that video out simply to get it off of my mind, because I like to write, but I also like to make videos, and that's like an outlet for me to get stuff out of my brain. The brain don't. That probably was like the third or fourth video I ever made. That video currently is at 45,000 views. I don't have any other video anywhere near close to that right now. Anywhere near close to that. The closest video behind that is 10K. So that video did way better than I expected. It was very personable, and I feel like a lot of people could relate to it. I think that's why I did so good. And it was very genuine. I was feeling it when I made that video. So I did not expect it to be that good at all. I had no idea it was going to be, right? It was like my third, fourth video on YouTube. But it definitely felt good. And also, a fun fact, I ran into people just randomly who saw that video. They were like, hey, you the dude for the Job Corps video. And I was like, what? I had no idea people was recognizing me from that video.
We have talked quite a bit, and I have learned things about you. We built rapport during the first part of the interview, behavior things when it comes to the duties of content creation. We did a reflection, and we got more into content. And I have about 2 more content creation questions, and then gonna turn it over to you. So when you talk about the Job Corps video and other content that you have created and the impact that it makes, how do you decide what's worth sharing? And how do you ensure your content stays authentic as your brand grows?
So how do I determine? I'm gonna circle back to the second question. The first question: how do I determine what it needs to be shared?
Yes. How do you decide what's worth sharing?
I look at trends for how I determine what needs to be shared, and then also I look at whether I'm actually knowledge about it or not. If just because it's trending doesn't mean I'm going to share it. So to me, it's not worth sharing if I don't know anything about it. So my knowledge pertaining to that subject determines for me whether it's worth sharing or not. Then could you ask me that second question again?
The second, how do you ensure your content stays authentic as the brand grows?
Right. So the main thing for me is, right, to keep the main thing is this. If I'm not feeling it, I do not make the video. So if I don't feel the video, I don't make the video. If I don't feel like talking to someone that day, I don't make it. Because it's not genuine if I don't feel like I'm forcing it. So anytime I feel like I'm forcing something, I don't do it. If I don't feel like turning my camera on, I don't turn it on. I don't turn it on. So that's how I keep it genuine and authentic moving forward. And I do things that I can relate to and other people can relate to. So it's something that I know nothing about. Yes, I'll try it, but that doesn't mean I'll post it. But to keep the main thing, if I'm not feeling it, I don't record it.
If you had complete creative freedom and resources, what kind of campaign or series would you produce to expand this brand's reach or community impact?
The first brand I would push is youth development. Like youth development would be one of the first. Youth development would be one of the first obstacles that I would tackle if I had unlimited resources. Why? Because they are up next, and youth is a everlasting like just energy, and the sky's the limit with you. Like we have to put more into them, simple as that. But that would be the first thing. I actually want to have a program one day where I'm coaching and developing youth, coaching boys into men, basically. I had that program before, but I'm looking to take it to an entirely different level.
This is very good. Thank you for your time. We'll review everything that we talked about. Before we wrap up, is there anything that you'd like to add?
The beginning was rough. I feel like I'm getting over that hump now.